Stay tuned, because Stairway to Stardom is next with Frank Massey.
On the stairway to stardom, you'll see tomorrow starts today. On the stairway to stardom, we're here to brighten up your day. We've got singers and dancers and actors performing for you. But there's more, so much more, and it's all right here for you. On the stairway to stardom, we'll entertain with talent and style. On the stairway to stardom, we've got the other shows beat by a mile. On the stairway to stardom, on the stairway to stardom, on the stairway to stardom, on the stairway to stardom. On the stairway to stardom.
Excellent job there, Frank. Excellent job. Everything sounding all right? How are you guys tonight? Hear myself all right? Little adjustments here and there. I found some funny stuff. Oh yeah, I need to drop the link. Forgot about that. There's a lot of stuff going on in the interwebs tonight, so I'm not expecting too many people to be hanging out all night. There's a lot of stuff going on out there, gentlemen, ladies, and other people like that. Let me do this real quick. Let me get this song out of my head, because I've been running around singing this song, and then I've got something about BBLs, big booty lift. I don't know. What are BBLs? Big butt lifts? What do you call them? What do you call those? What do you call those? Big butt lifts? Big booty lifts? I don't know. Let me get this song out of my head.
For how long and how high do we ride, while we wait for the shade to reply? Up above the world again, gone up above the world again. Who could blame you? All we gain isn't there for us to keep, so we howl in our sleep. Up above the world again, gone up above the world again. Who could blame you? Rio left New Orleans. Do you know what that means? Up above the world again, gone up above the world again. Who could blame you? Who could
Yeah, I love that. All right, so who that is, Mr. Gorilla Biscuits. That's the Hard Quartet. Let me type that out, seeing as I'm very Southern sometimes when I say stuff. That is Stephen Malcolmus. Here, let me make myself. Let me make myself big. Won't do this. Stephen Malcolmus from Pavement. Of course, you can hear that. I forget the guy's name from Chavez is singing to, and then there's a guy from the drummer is from the Dirty Three, which the only reason I know the Dirty Three is because I opened a record store when I was in 9th grade. And what I mean by opened a record store was I wrote to all these labels and said, hey, I'm opening a record store. And they sent me a bunch of records. It was scammy. I scammed them. Statute of limitations is over, but yeah. And so I got this CD of the Dirty Three, and it was this kind of crazy jazz drummer like that. And then you had a violin player and a bass player. It was just instrumental music. It was great. And I forget who the other guy is. Let me look that up real quick. But it's kind of like an indie super group. The Hard Quartet. Let me see exactly who's in here. Matt Sweeney, Emmett Kelly, Jim White, Jim Sweeney. Matt Sweeney is from, let me see. Emmett Kelly is from the Cairo Gang. I haven't heard of them. You're gonna have to look them up. But yeah, it's fucking good. It's really good. It's really good. But now that I have told you guys this, let me introduce you to guys into something that I saw the other night that disgusted me. And where the fuck is this tab? Where is this tab? I didn't know this was a problem, but apparently this is a problem. So, and thank you, Rome, for letting me know what the first B was, because I would have been sitting here going, black butt lifts. I would have gone through everything but Brazilian. So let's find out what the fuck this is.
A Brazilian butt lift, also known as a BBL. The goal is a bigger butt, rounder hips, all of that, but there are some downsides that can come with the procedure, and that's the smell. She says that she had her BBL removed.
Is that true? Is this true? Is this true? Yeah, I don't know. Is this true? But apparently it's who am I to judge? Just let me hit play on the video.
Her sit-down air stunk so bad. Take a listen.
So where I had to carry around a bottle of air freshener or a bottle of perfume, because when I would use public restrooms, it would stink so bad and the smell would linger. It was like an embarrassment. I didn't want to come out the bathroom with it smelling like that and someone else was waiting at the door.
Why?
When I say that BBL really ruined my life, I even lost my boyfriend behind it. He was telling me the whole time, like, you're stinking real bad down there and I can't stomach it.
The smelly BBLs. It's all over social media.
Yeah, mostly just on social media. Typically men were saying that they would be at the club, they would be surrounded by baddies, and that there was a certain smell that would emanate from the ones that had had BBL surgeries. And so there are all these ideas about why that could be happening that they would start bringing up.
I mean, some people online are saying that it smells like broccoli. It smells like dumpster juice.
The fuck is dumpster juice? I mean, I have a feeling I know what that okay. So all my people out there that are chasing those big Brazilian butt lifts, I keep wanting to say big booty Latina. I keep wanting to, fucking Alex Stein. I see like just a few videos of that guy, and now I'm thinking Alex Stein. So what?
My bitches with the stinking ass. You know your butt stink a little bit.
All right. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. There you go. There you go. Soap and water. Apparently when she sits down, though, that's when the dumpster juice and the broccoli smell comes out. So I don't know. Don't inject stuff into your ass, folks. Don't inject stuff into your ass. That's the only thing I can tell you guys. Now, where is this at? This I wanted to get into because this is, yeah, I'm getting away from it. It was just that I had it in my, I saw it the other night. It was just like 3 days ago that was posted or something like that. Like Rome said she saw it too. Yeah, it's fucking disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. Now, this is something I saw, I think last night, and I was sitting here and I almost went live. It would have been a terrible live, but I was like, what? I did not know that the song Louie, you know, you guys know, like, I don't think I can play it. The Louie, you know, the song that sounds like Nicole talking. I feel bad for the men who encountered that surprise aroma. Yeah, that's the one. All right. I'm just gonna play this video, or place. I'll pause it, of course, here and there. But Louie was actually investigated by the FBI thoroughly, like a thorough investigation into this song was done. I read the court case last night. It was crazy. Dude. There's actually two versions of this song. This is one of those songs where they kind of stole it from the original guy, and the original guy's song was just like Louie. Well, you'll see here in a second. Yeah, I wanted to get this one because I know some people will be going to debate stuff and doing all kinds of stuff. So let me get this one. It's only 8 minutes, so let's go.
FBI once spent 2 years investigating. You might think it's a highly provocative, politically charged anthem, or you might think it contains some of the most obscene lyrics you've ever heard. But no, it's just a simple little pop song from the 60s, and you probably recognize it. Sounds pretty harmless, right? The song is called Louie Louie by the Kingsmen. And one of the weirdest things is that they didn't even write it. It's a cover song. So what was it about this version that was so controversial?
And nice to have you with us. What did you say in that song there?
Hey guys, I think we got a dirty old man here.
The original song was written in 1955 by Richard Berry and is based off a popular Cuban tune named El Loco Cha-Cha. The song tells the story of a sailor speaking to the bartender Louie of how he's desperate to sail back to the girl he loves.
See, until the other night, I didn't know that Louie was the bartender. I had no idea what this song was about. I had absolutely no idea. Fine little girl, she wait for me. Me catch the ship for across the sea. I sail the ship all alone. I never think I make it home. I don't know why it's Irish now. But
Berry's original version was barely a hit. It was released as a single, but only as a B-side to a cover of You Are My Sunshine. So, in 1957, he sold the rights for $750. Not bad for a 2-minute song, which completely takes its instrumental from another song anyway.
I was afraid to ask the guy for $1,000, you know. So I asked him for $750, and so I said, "I'll even sell you these songs," which it wasn't only Louie. It was
Your whole publishing catalog.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
8 years later, in 1963, a group of teenagers from Portland, Oregon, going by the name The Kingsmen, chose Louie Louie to be the second song they ever recorded. Richard Berry later said they only found out about the song because they found his recording in a 99-cent bin. They had a tight budget, only about $50 for recording, so
Okay, $50 for recording a hit song. That's fucking amazing. God, those were the days, my friend. Those days are gone. Those days are gone.
the lead singer Jack Ely was forced to sing through a cheap microphone hung from the ceiling, forcing him to shout and slur the lyrics. The sound of the record was great. They'd sort of accidentally created this muddled sound, which became a blueprint for many later garage recordings. Despite only being the second song they had recorded, the song soon started to climb up the charts and became their first hit. But there was a problem. Because of the way the song was recorded, the lyrics were almost impossible to understand. This caused two problems. Firstly, because no one knew what the lyrics were, teenagers began circulating obscene lyrics either in their place or because they had believed they had deciphered what they originally were. And secondly, this was also a time when many young people were playing in their own bands. If you went to a local dance, there would be a band playing, and as Louie Louie became more and more popular, it was played by bands up and down the country, each offering their own inappropriate interpretation of the lyrics. This was already at a time when...
And I checked with the old folks around here. I called my dad up and I went, Dad, you were around when Louie Louie was out. He goes, oh yeah, I was around. I was definitely around. I went, did you know it was investigated by the FBI? He goes, oh yeah. But really? So I'd never heard about that. He goes, yeah, that was a big thing. That was we would make up lyrics. He goes, yeah, we made up these lyrics. I'm like, whoa, Dad, calm down. But yeah, apparently this was a huge thing back then.
Rock and roll music was considered dangerous and inappropriate, and now Louie Louie had soon infiltrated every corner of America. Indiana
My mom was also a junior in high school. Are we talking about a certain year? Or are we just talking about moms being in junior high school? I don't know. What year was this?
FCC and the National Association of Broadcasters, but both organizations determined that they were unable to understand any of the lyrics, even played at a slower speed. The controversy caused the song to become even more popular. Their record label pounced on the publicity and offered $1,000 to anyone who could find anything suggestive in the lyrics. We really owe Governor Welsh a lot. The record already was going great, but since he stepped in to give us a publicity boost, it's hard to keep up with orders. You may remember from earlier that the original artist, Richard Berry, sold the rights to the song back to his label for just $750. So they were delighted that a cover version had become...
All right, $750, and he sold every single one of his songs. That reminds me of a line. I forget which comedian said it, but it was like back in the Motown days where it was like, you're going to buy all my songs, Mr. Berry Gordy, for $100? Thank you, Mr. Berry Gordy. And then Berry Gordy would rip those people off like the fine producer and record exec he was.
So popular. Meanwhile, Richard Berry was making little money as a musician and would later be living off welfare. Outrage over the song continued, and the following month, a school teacher wrote to Attorney General Robert F. Kennedy claiming that the song contained obscene lyrics and should be banned. Kennedy forwarded it to the FBI, who opened an official investigation into the song. The teacher determined that this record is very popular, is a bestseller in the area, and is played by the local radio stations. He said the record is a
calypso-type song, and the words are hard to recognize. However, with a copy of the obscene words to refer to, it sounds like the lyrics are identical with the enclosed obscene lyrics. Oh my God, what's going to happen?
Calypso-type song, and the words are hard to recognize. However, with a copy of the obscene lyrics to refer to, it sounds like the lyrics are identical with the enclosed obscene lyrics. I'll play it first with the obscene lyrics and then with the original Richard Berry lyrics and see if you agree with the teacher's complaint.
fit. Yeah, exactly. Wait till they hear WAP. Wait till they hear WAP. Good Lord. Good Lord. What in the that song is a blight.
I have to admit, when reading both lyrics, you can kind of hear them work. It's similar to other audio illusions where you can hear a different sound depending on what you expect to hear. Famously, this happened with Yanny or Laurel, or with this children's toy. But in this case, they had reason to believe that they were the actual lyrics. And of course, as other bands played the song, they likely would have included some of these as well.
What did you say in that song there?
The same one that is out now, the one we recorded, was recorded clean, is clean, was clean, and is going to be clean. And we have absolutely no explanation for it.
The FBI spent 2 years investigating, interviewed everyone in
2 frickin' years investigating the song Louie Louie. 2 frickin' years investigating Louie Louie. That must have been a cool investigation to be on. No, it wouldn't have been, because Louie Louie would get old really quick. Really quick. Very quick. That's probably like one of my least favorite songs from the 60s is Louie Louie. Louie Louie and I don't know. It's a terrible song.
involved, and even tried slowing down the song to determine what was sung on the recording. The result was this 119-page document, and in the end, they couldn't understand what he was singing, and therefore couldn't find any evidence that the teacher's enclosed lyrics were correct. In reality, like the later viral illusions, it was just down to the low-quality sound and unprofessional way it was recorded. And because of this, there are a couple of other gaffes in the song too. See if you can tell what the drummer shouts after dropping a stick.
I'll tell you if you guys don't understand it.
And secondly,
if you didn't catch that, what he says, let me see if I can go back right there, because he goes, fuck! You have to really put headphones on and like do that, but you hear the fuck
a stick. And secondly, singer Jack Ely comes in too early after the guitar solo and has to wait for the band to catch up. But what happened to Richard Berry, the original songwriter? After selling the publishing in 1957, Richard Berry's song had become more popular than he ever would have imagined. But 30 years later, he was living off welfare, having received no money for the later success of the song.
I sold the publishing copyright in 1957. I wanted to get married, you know. Mm-hmm. And at those times, you know, record companies, they'd give you small advances. You know, they never give you any money, but they give you $100, $200, you know.
It made sense for him to sell the rights because even if the publishing was in your name, the record label owned the publishing company and would underpay you as the rights holder. Even the Beatles made very little money from their early records and had to rely mostly on touring and merchandise. But in the mid-80s, drinks company California Cooler wanted to use the song in a commercial and realized they needed Berry's permission.
I kind of remember this commercial, kind of, not really, but kind of. Like when I was watching, I was like, kind of remember it, but I don't know. I mainly remember Spuds McKenzie.
The lawyers tracked Berry down and found him living in LA with his mother, and mentioned the possibility that he might be able to claim back ownership of the song.
The grounds were that though we sold the copyright, we didn't sell the renewal rights. And after 28 years, the renewal comes back.
The publishers settled out of court, Berry regained the rights to the song, and went from living off welfare to eventually becoming a millionaire.
Arby's Loaded Italian. Don't forget about it.
Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen, I have a commercial that is not softcore porn. I feel like watching it, but And if you guys weren't here the other night when I was getting some of the weirdest commercials that I have ever seen in my life, I mean weird, boner commercials where they were starting with, it was AI, and it was like, I'm not even going to go into it.
Spring from bad service management.
I had terrible.
Jira Service Management from Atlassian. AI catches incidents early.
Wait, what? Is that it? Is that it? All right. That's it. Thought there was more to that.
There's one song the FBI once spent out of court. Berry regained the rights to the song and went from living off welfare to avenge the song.
The grounds were that though we sold the copyright.
All right, so he got his money back. He became a millionaire, and everything is happy. Shh! Don't drop hits to the ad guards. They're listening. Oh. I have a feeling those ads didn't start until after midnight. So, I don't know. And I felt, I was watching some panel show the other night. I forget what it was. Probably Sarah's, or I don't know. Probably Sarah's. That's usually what I put on like late at night and just listen to people argue for a little bit. And somebody was, oh, hey, Moose Man, how you doing, my friend? Somebody was like, it might have been Sarah. I don't know. I don't fucking know who it was, but they were like, yeah, those ads, they're dependent on like what you're looking for. And I was like, well, that doesn't apply at all, because I'm not looking for boner pills that a stepmom learned from her stepson and then taught the ways to her That's how dirty those ads were. That's how dirty those ads were. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see what else we got up here. And I got a couple of things I wanted to watch tonight. We'll get this one out of the way real quick because I like this. This is funny. This is a funny one. This is a nice family one. It's a nice, get your family. Don't listen to me when I'm saying this. Get your family together. Come gather the family around and let's hear Matt Berry read a letter from South Park to the Motion Picture Association of America. Let me reload this because I'm sure there's going to be a commercial.
Here is our new cut of the South Park movie to submit to the MPAA. I wanted to tell you exactly what notes we did and what notes we did not address.
What notes we did and we did not address. I'm listening, sir. I'm listening, sir. That's a nice chain. Jesus, that's a nice chain. All right.
Number one, we left in both the fisting and the rim job references in the counselor's office. We did cut the word hole from asshole as per conversation. We took out the entire God has fucked me in the ass so many times. It is now gone. Although it is not animated yet, we put a new storyboard in for clarification in the scene with Saddam Hussein's penis. The intent now is that you never see Saddam's real penis. He is in fact using dildos both times. We have shot and animated the fact that Winona Ryder is not shooting ping pong balls from her vagina. She is in fact hitting the balls with a ping pong paddle.
Nice.
We took out the only reference to cum-sucking ass in the film. It was in the counselor's office, and we took it out. We left in the scenes with Cartman's mum and the horse, as per our conversation. This is the one joke we would really like to fight for. Call me with any questions. Matt. P.S. This is my favorite memo ever. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you go. That was a real letter that the creators of South Park wrote to the Motion Picture Association of America. Now, let me do something real quick, because Miss Velcro is hemming and hawing over there. So let me take a short. It won't be this long. This is good. This is good. We'll play this. We'll play this real quick, and then I'll be right back.
Somebody called the doctor. I couldn't tell which way was up. On the verge of another disaster. Not able to get hurt by much. If I could make it go away, with only love my magic wand. Honey, I've already done it. See you best to move along. The highway straight into my heartstrings. A message flowing in my veins. So I hope when you really see me, you won't look the other way. If I could make it go away, with a wave of my magic wand. Honey, I've already done it. So give your best to move along. I'm absolutely loving that that record label, Maritorio Records, I think it is. I don't know. But here's something else I've been wanting to see. I have not seen this. I'm gonna watch this along with you guys. You guys ever heard of the squirrel nut zippers? Some of you have from me, and hopefully all of you have heard of them, because the squirrel nut zippers were fucking great.
They were great. In the afterlife, you will be headed for a serious strife. If now you make the scene all day, but tomorrow there'll be hell to pay. Now the D and the A and the M and the N and the A and the A and the T, and the I-O-N. Lose your face, lose your man, and then get to the door flame. All right, so this is their backstory, and I have not seen this. I knew a little bit about them, but I did not know. Well, I lied. I watched about 2 minutes of this, guys. So, yeah, let's just watch it because they were a fucking great band. Especially, they were like the in the indie rock scene. They were almost like the Stray Cats or like something like that. It was like, it doesn't fit. This doesn't fit what you're, or like Reverend Horton Heat, which is another one that I got to do one on. Is Reverend Horton Heat. Yes, ma'am. They are from Chapel Hill, one of the greatest music scenes ever. Let's get it going.
Teenage angst and a whole lot of.
Let me reload it. There must be a commercial for this one.
You don't have to be a VIP to get more than just savings with Geico. Every customer.
Look, a normal commercial. Thank you, Geico. Thank you.
It gets 24/7 fast-friendly claim support.
Could I get a picture?
Yeah, it's not like you run into animal celebrities every day.
Stop. It's just the pug. Done.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Known for building special bonds. No one wants to be known for cancer, but a treat.
The 1990s, a decade defined by loud guitars, teenage angst, and a whole lot of flannel. It was the era of grunge, the absolute reign of alternative rock. The sound of a generation was raw, it was angry, and it was plugged in. If you wanted to get on the radio or get a video on MTV, you pretty much had to be angry, sad, or both. The cultural uniform was ripped jeans and a cynical attitude. The airwaves were just saturated with feedback and fury, a perfect reflection of a disaffected youth. It felt like a revolution, a total takeover. There were rules also, even if they were unwritten. And the rule number one was be authentic, be loud, be heavy. So how in the world did a band from Chapel Hill, North Carolina, playing the music of your great-grandparents accidentally sell over 1 million records? How did a song that sounded like a cartoon about the underworld become a staple on modern rock radio? But the aftermath of that success was anything but beautiful. It was littered with broken relationships.
Damn, Annie, you got that song in my head now. Put a lid on it. What you say? Put a lid on it.
Betrayal and plenty of litigation. As one member put it, it starts off fun, a lightning bolt hits, there's some success, and it devolves into egos, heartbreak, betrayal, and who owes whom, settled by the agents of the...
As long as it doesn't involve cutting or the other shit that I've been seeing from these other massive bands, this is gonna be nice. I'm all up for drugs, alcoholism, but I don't want to. Holy shit, those English bands, Jesus Christ.
Court, because you guys requested it, we're going to explore the complete history of the Squirrel Nut Zippers. Chapel Hill, North Carolina, in the early 90s was a certified hotbed for indie music, but it was the cool kind of indie music. Bands like Superchunk and Archers of Loaf were defining the town's sound with jagged guitars and clever detached lyrics. It was a scene that fit right into the whole alternative nation.
God damn, I love Superchunk. God, what a great band. And also Archers of Loaf. Jesus, I love these bands.
And then there was this. In 1993, the Squirrel Nut Zippers were born. It actually dates back to a group of friends led by James Jimbo Mathis and his then wife, Catherine Whalen, who started getting together. They just soaked up American music history from local libraries and record shops. They started hosting backyard informal jam sessions inspired by the fish fries of Mathis's childhood in Mississippi. Mathis had always wanted to be a musician, and he started.
Hell yeah. A good Mississippi boy. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. See, I didn't know this dude was from Mississippi, and I was very happy to hear that. This is about where I ended it. So let's continue.
Playing in groups as young as 10 when he was playing mandolin in his father's bluegrass band that played different folk festivals and other events. Mathis remarked how his grandfather was a big fan of Glenn Miller and Benny Goodman and always heard that stuff in his house. Even though Mathis wanted to be a professional musician, his parents weren't really enthralled with the idea. So he did a brief stint in Mississippi State University where he studied philosophy. He still managed to play in some bands when time allowed. And after working as a deckhand on barges pushing boats up and down the Mississippi River, he was still longing to play music. He spent a lot of time all over America checking out the different music scenes as far as Alaska all the way to the West Coast until he finally settled.
One question here. What music scene was there in Alaska that he was looking for other than just work? I've never heard of any music scene in Alaska other than like Jules' family is from Alaska. Other than that, I don't know anybody from Alaska that broke out.
Settled in Chapel Hill, North Carolina in 1989. To support himself, he worked in restaurant kitchens and wrote music for theater groups. He also made marionettes and played in jazz bands and eventually became the drummer in a surf and rockabilly group called Metal Flake Mother. Mathis ended up meeting his future wife and future band member, Catherine Whalen, at a vegetarian restaurant they were both working at. It was Whalen's mother who suggested that she might want to make costumes for his marionettes. Mathis and Whalen soon started dating and eventually got married. It wasn't long after the pair moved to rural Effland, just outside of Durham, where they spent a lot of time listening to jazz, and Mathis even taught Whalen how to play banjo. Soon enough, other musicians from the local scene started coming over to their farmhouse where they had potluck dinners and jammed together. The founding lineup was quite eclectic. It consisted of Mathis and Whalen, Tom Maxwell, Ken Mosher, Chris Phillips, and Don Rowley. Some of them, as Mathis later admitted, had barely even played music before. These weren't seasoned pros. They were self-described theatrical troupe that was brought together by a shared obsession with the forgotten sounds. Their heroes were not Nirvana or Pearl Jam. They were Cab Calloway, Django Reinhardt, and Fats Waller.
Django Reinhardt. You three-fingered gypsy. I love Django Reinhardt. That's one of the most amazing guitar players. In my opinion, the best guitar player ever. The best guitar player ever. I would play you some Django Reinhardt, but I learned early on in my YouTube career that you cannot play Django Reinhardt. You will get in trouble really quick.
They fused Delta blues, 1930s hot jazz, and gypsy swing into a sound that was completely and totally out of step with everything else happening in music. The casual get-togethers eventually solidified into a band with a strange name and an even stranger sound. For the first several months of their existence, they were using the moniker Nut Zippers, which eventually morphed into Squirrel Nut Zippers. The name was taken from a brand of sticky peas.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Sweet and Lowdown. Sweet and Lowdown. That's what introduced me to Django Reinhardt. And then I started listening to Django Reinhardt. And I was like, holy shit, this dude is amazing. Like, truly amazing. He had him and this violin player in the early days, and it was absolutely amazing. And that is by far, like, in my opinion, that is the best Woody Allen movie. I think where Milestone was really Buckethead and Nothing Will Change My Mind. No. Those two guys are completely different. It's good theory, but I've heard some horror stories about Buckethead. I've heard some absolute horror stories about that man.
Candy from the early 20th century. And turned out the band actually had to get permission to use the name from the Massachusetts company, who was still in business. They had gotten a handshake agreement, and I want you guys to remember that fact for later on in the story. Once the band got famous, they actually were plugging the family-owned candy business a lot in interviews. But funny enough, the candy business was interviewed a lot in the mid-90s, and they said all the plugging they got from the band really didn't translate into a lot of additional sales. The name was perfect, though. It captured the band's whole ethos, part old-timey nostalgia, part wild, uninhibited spirit. The band made their live debut in the basement of a bistro in Chapel Hill. Their live shows were these manic vaudevillian spectacles. Waylon's vocals earned her comparisons to Billie Holiday, while Mathis and Maxwell brought a rowdy, almost punk rock energy to the stage, even while playing banjos and ukuleles. The Zippers were a joyous theatrical explosion, a feel-good dress-up dance party. They were playing party music for a party that had wrapped up 60 years ago. While initially starting out for fun and only planning on doing 2 gigs and that was it, they soon started winning over fans that ranged from teenagers to senior citizens. For teens, their music was new and fresh, and for seniors, it was, well, familiar. Mathis admitted that the band weren't just into the old music, adding, "We're really into the antique aesthetic in general, music or film or any ways of dressing." Squirrel Nut Zippers were soon getting requests to play clubs, weddings, wine tastings, and yes, even a fireman's ball, as well as other functions. It was only a month or 2 after forming the band were offered a deal from local Chapel-based indie label Merge Records, who put out an EP called Roasted Right in late 1994 sometime.
You don't have burnout. It's called. Ladies and gentlemen, Merge Records was, to me, the most important, besides Sub Pop. Sub Pop was important, but I really think Merge Records was like more important and still holds up to this day, because they're the ones that they signed so many fucking bands, so many great bands. Spent, Polvo, which, yeah, Polvo was great. Yes, I did. That was in the very early days. Rome, you were probably the only person that was listening that night. And I was literally putting it on just to listen to it while I went to sleep. And it got pulled. It got pulled really quick, and I had to delete the entire theme. But it's amazing. I might play some later.
Cortisol addiction. Waking up at 3 a.m., unable to fall back asleep. Sudden feelings of anxiety and depression.
That's called life. That's called fucking life. You just live it. You fucking get up anyway. You fucking do your work. Okay? I'm not taking your cancer drug, because that's basically what's going to happen. You're going to make me fat and cancerous, so I'm not going to take it.
It was shortly after this the band signed to a bigger label, Mammoth Records, and in 1995 the label put out their debut LP, The Inevitable. It was recorded on the cheap for just $6,000. The Inevitable, despite its low budget, was charming, it was low-key, and it ended up.
He said catchy garage punk bands like Polvo. God, I have got to play some Polvo later tonight. I've got to, because it's that was a totally different band. In fact, I don't know if I can though, because those guys wound up playing with Mary Timony and Helium, and when I played Helium the other night, Helium got me blocked worldwide, so I can't play Helium, even though no one fucking knows who Helium is. But she signed with some kind of deal now to where it's just blocked worldwide.
Catching the ear of programmers at NPR and college radio stations. It established the group as a quirky outlier with a small but devoted cult following.
And dance around. Yes, we must go.
The band was doing well enough, playing small tours, sometimes bringing in as many as 700 to 1,000 people at a single show. Most of the band's songs were also more cheerier than what was popular at the time. Mathis recalled that's why the Zippers came about. We were all in our late 20s and early 30s, and there wasn't time for this stuff anymore. A lot of our fans say, I'm so tired of the depressing stuff. I didn't realize you could have this music that was happy and still be cool. 1995 proved to be a huge year for the group. They were making waves playing the Sundance Film Festival, and then they also appeared on Conan O'Brien's Late Night Show. They were also announced as performers at the Olympic Park in the following year's Olympics in Atlanta. For an art project born out of backyard jams, this was already a huge success. No one, least of all the band, could have possibly predicted what was about to happen next. By the end of the year, the band had really honed their sound through nonstop gigging, and they had a fresh batch of songs and a wild idea.
Whoa, hold up. You're going to see Wet Leg in Oklahoma City? Fucking A. Let me know how they are. Because the one I'm seeing is, I'm seeing Built to Spill open up for Modest Mouse. Two bands I can't play on here because they're signed with some label that's immediately blocked worldwide when you play their music. But yeah, let me know how they are if you go to that. Let me know. Because that looks like one of those bands. In fact, after this is over, I'll play something. I've got something special for you guys after this is over. I've got something very, very special. In fact, let me let this play while I look this up.
From songwriter Tom Maxwell. He'd learned that legendary producer Daniel Lanois, famous for his work with U2, owned a mansion in New Orleans called Kingsway Studios that he'd actually converted into a recording space. Maxwell somehow convinced their indie label to let them record there. There was one catch, though. They could only afford 1 week. So in the fall of 1995, the band descended on New Orleans to record their second album titled Hot. The sessions were an absolute whirlwind. They recorded live, often with a single microphone, trying to capture the raw, spontaneous energy of old jazz records they loved so much. There was zero commercial expectations. They were just a weird little band making a record they loved, soaking in the haunted musical vibe of the city, resulting in a record that was steamier and more decadent than their first release. Released in June of 1996, Hot ended up selling around 30,000 copies in its first 6 months, and the band were pretty happy with that result. They were a successful indie band as they saw it. But then something strange started to happen. An ambitious label rep on the West Coast had a hunch about one of the album's weirdest tracks called Hell. It was a calypso-flavored, deliriously upbeat tune written by Tom Maxwell that gleefully listed all the punishments waiting for sinners in the afterlife.
But tomorrow there'll be hell to pay.
Thanks to Restore, Primetime is back.
It's back. It's back, bitches. It's back. It's back. No more of that gray hair. Just buy Restore for men. And the ladies are going to be throwing underwear at you, right? Right?
I didn't want to be bald any longer.
If you're dating, didn't want to be bald. Wait, what? Nah, I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
That rep started relentlessly pushing the song to K-Rock in Los Angeles, one of the most influential modern rock stations in the country. According to Maxwell, the station initially played it as a joke. And can you guys imagine? Squeezed between the brooding anthems of Stone Temple Pilots and Soundgarden was this manic banjo and horn-driven song about eternal damnation. It made no sense. But then the station's phone started to ring off the hook. People loved it. The joke had actually backfired spectacularly. Hell soon exploded, and it was added to the buzz bin on MTV, and its surreal cartoonish music video went into heavy rotation. It was quickly sandwiched between Hanson and Marilyn Manson on the network.
I don't remember that. In fact, I think back in these days, like what we would do is we would have, like I would set my VCR and record, and then another guy up the road, Luke, would set his VCR and record, and then we would like scan through the videos. So I don't ever remember like seeing videos like this in between it. Oh my Lord, it's sweet, sweet Bratty. What are you doing, madam? How are you doing? How art thou tonight? Are you okay? How's the eye doing? Is the eye have they had to remove the eye yet, Bratty? Is the eye still there? All right, let's get back into this.
By April of 1997, the song officially hit the Billboard charts, peaking at number 13 on the alternative charts. And Mathis ended up telling the Star Ledger about the song that he had an inkling feeling that it might be a hit. He stated, "Our audiences seemed to build rapidly during our concert, and when we played the song, they go crazy. That would always be the last song of our set because it's such a high energy number." The album Hot suddenly caught fire and it shot up the Billboard 200 chart where it stayed there for 51 weeks. It had sold over 1 million copies. Suddenly, a band that had started in the backyard was now a national phenomenon. They were launched into a strange new reality. They ended up performing at the 1996 Summer Olympics in Atlanta. They played President Clinton's second inaugural ball. They also appeared on The Tonight Show and The Late Show with David Letterman.
Wait, these dudes played the inaugural. Okay, all right. Okay. I wouldn't turn down an inaugural ball. Like, that's fine.
For a brief shining moment, the Squirrel Nut Zippers were simply everywhere. They, at the same time, were not in tune or much aware of what was popular in music at the time. With Mathis admitting, "We're totally out of it. We're two people," referring to him and his wife, "who don't keep up with the pace of alternative bands or are into British rock or psychedelic music or God knows what at all." Their accidental success happened to coincide with, and in many ways, helped ignite the full-blown swing revival of the late 90s. Suddenly, groups like the Brian Setzer Orchestra, Big Bad Voodoo Daddy, and Cherry Poppin' Daddies were all over the place.
They were all over the place after this. And I can't name a song from Cherry. Wait, did Cherry Poppin' Daddies do Zoot Suit Riot? Is that the ones that did that? I know Brian Setzer Orchestra. That was just an amazing band. But I think Cherry Poppin' Daddies had Zoot Suit Riot. I think. I don't know.
And the Gap was now running commercials with kids doing the Lindy Hop.
Baby, it looks like it's gonna hit.
But for the Zippers, this was a double-edged sword. They had, after all, come before the fad. They drew from a much wider, more authentic way.
I'll be right back. Got a crazy cat again.
Of American music. And now they were seen as the leaders of a trend that they really never wanted to be a part of. A movement that to them felt commercial and fake. They were the poster children for a scene they didn't even feel like they belonged to. The dizzying, unexpected ride to the top had been a thrill, but it was already starting to feel like a curse. So how does a fiercely independent art project deal with becoming a platinum-selling machine? Well, for Squirrel Nut Zippers, the short answer is not well. The sudden glare of the mainstream spotlight started to show the cracks in the foundation. The pressures of the constant tours, the demands from their label, and the internal battles over their own musical identity began to take a serious toll. They followed up 1996's Hot with perennial favorites in 1998. The album, according to one interview the members gave to the Asheville Citizen-Times, had actually been recorded as far back as 1996, but it was put on hold to allow Hot to cool down.
The limo up goes a thrill. The suits are picking up the bill.
Oh, can we help you?
I'll take Tide.
It's got to be Tide.
Zepbound means change.
Oh boy, what's going on here? What's going on here? We losing weight? So what's going on? We dancing?
For adults with obesity to help lose weight and keep it off.
It was several days prior to the release of their second album, Hot, that the band drafted up a partnership agreement that spelled out how earnings and losses would be split amongst all the members. All profits and losses would be split equally amongst the band. All disputes would be dealt with through arbitration instead of lawsuits. Money from publishing, which accounted for radio play, television play, commercials, and soundtrack earnings, would be split amongst the band members and not.
Oh, Brady, you're wanting to know what a BBL is? That's a big booty Latina. Rome taught me that earlier today. Yeah, I've got one, but every time I sit down, it smells like smells like broccoli and dumpster juice. Every time I sit down, it smells like dumpster juice. What's up? Velcro, you want to say something to the people? You want to say something to the people real quick? Oh, you don't? Oh, Jesus. Well, good Lord. Why are you so mad? Oh, I know why. Because I'm poor, right? Is it because I'm poor? Yep, I know. See what you did? See what you did to my... I had a nice little sweet cat, Nicole. I had a sweet little cat. And then she finds out that some rich lady in Arkansas wants to have her. And now she just wants to be held for a minute just so she can cuss me out. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you very much.
Not just the people who wrote the songs. Keep in mind, this was all hypothetical by the time they drafted up this agreement. Their first album, in fact, had only sold 20,000 copies by the time this agreement was signed. So the members weren't quitting their day jobs just yet. But after the success of Hell, the band was raking in big dollars. They were playing private gigs, sometimes making as much as $75,000 a night.
Whoa.
And commercials were using their music. Intel licensed one of their songs from Hot and paid the band $350,000 for the TV spot. In fact, in 1997 alone, the band grossed over $1 million. Now, Squirrel Nut Zippers was also Mammoth Records' Golden Goose. And another big thing that happened in the late 90s was that Disney bought the label for $25 million. So, of course, there was a lot of pressure to come up with another hit. Their follow-up to Hot, 1998's Perennial Favorites, sold less than half of what?
I'm trying to remember who else was on Mammoth. I'm going to look that up real quick, because I remember there was some good ones on Mammoth. Let me look that up.
Hot did. And behind the scenes, the band suffered also a personal tragedy after one of the band's original members, Stacey Guess, who played trumpet, died from a heroin overdose in 1998.
Oh, shit.
Guess had left the group prior to Hot being released, but the news hit the band particularly hard. The band released a second album in 1998, Christmas Caravan, and by 1999, Tom Maxwell and Ken Mosher quit the group. And then the legal issue started. In 2000, Mosher and Maxwell discovered that management and accounting fees were still being deducted from the royalties. The pair demanded repayment, but after being ignored, they pursued arbitration in 2001, alleging a breach of partnership agreement. An arbitrator ruled in 2002 that Maxwell and Mosher were owed in the order of about $350,000 payable by the other 5 members. They also regained control.
Did they get it, though? Because I guarantee you they didn't. Mammoth Records. This is where I remember it. Blake Babies. 7 Mary 3. Holy shit, I haven't heard that name in forever. In fucking forever. Blake Babies. The Blake Babies, though, were that was Juliana Hatfield. So that makes sense. That makes sense why I remember that, because I had a lot of Juliana Hatfield stuff.
Control of their publishing rights to their songs. In 2003, the dispute was settled for $155,000, with payments being staggered over time. The battle went on for so long that Mosher ended up selling his house where they recorded Perennial Favorites, and Maxwell was nearly broke with only $200 left, while Waylon had to sell her banjo. Bandleader Mathis told the News Observer,
"How much did the banjo go for? How much did the banjo go for? It could have been a nice banjo. Could have been a nice old banjo that went for quite a penny. I don't know. This seems like it's okay. They're only fighting over money. They're not stabbing each other. They're not well, besides that one lady that died of a heroin overdose. Yeah. Oh, never mind. I guess I was wrong.
Those 2 guys quit. They resigned to start their own thing. They sued me and took all the money from Squirrel Nut Zippers. It about ruined us all. It's not, but just jealousy and greed. Those are the 2 factors at work. Then the band ran into another issue. Well, it turned out the candy company who they took their name from now had a new owner, as the previous one had passed away. The company's new owner, Southern Style Nuts, filed a lawsuit against the band, and the lawsuit was settled, but it cost the band a lot of money. Squirrel Nut Zippers limped along for another year, putting out the final record, Bedlam Ballroom, in 2000. It sold just shy of 70,000 copies, a far cry from their heyday.
And now, your
Nope. Still not buying you, Bud Light. Still not buying you. Still not buying you.
The so-called swing revival fad was now over, and the problems just got worse and worse for the remaining members. In April of 2000, Catherine Whalen gave birth to a daughter and toured with the baby and her husband, Mathis, for Bedlam ballroom shows. But after returning, Mathis left to tour with his own blues band and just never returned, leading Whalen to file for divorce. Mathis ended up relocating to Mississippi.
Left. Okay. Okay. What part of Mississippi are you at? Can I get an interview with this guy? I wonder if, please say Hattiesburg. Please say fucking Hattiesburg. Please say Hattiesburg. Because if it's Hattiesburg, I know there's nothing going on and I can get you on here.
Remarried while Whalen raised her daughter alone and returned to waiting tables and restarted her music career as well. The band was over by the end of 2000. Tom Maxwell did an AMA on Reddit where he admitted how things were falling apart pretty much as far back as 1996. He stated, honestly, we were breaking up when we were recording Perennial Favorites, just as hell took off. Our life was prolonged, I think. The Disney thing sucked, but so did the whole smash and grab feel of the whole thing. If we as a band had been able to row in the same direction, we might have stuck it out. That's what you do in a lifeboat. That and assume that the water is full of sharks, which it was. The members in the aftermath of the band going on a hiatus worked on other things. Whalen released a solo jazz album. Jimbo Mathis launched a critically acclaimed career as a solo artist and producer, and even spent years playing guitar in blues legend Buddy Guy's band. The story, it seemed, was finished, but the legacy of their improbable success lingered. They had cracked open a door, and they proved that authenticity, even a weird old-timey authenticity, could find a massive audience. They helped turn a new generation's attention back to the foundational genres of American music, influencing a wave of retro and roots artists like Pokey LaFarge and J.D. McPherson, who would follow in their footsteps. They were a glitch in the matrix of the 90s music, a reminder that popular taste is far more unpredictable and eclectic than the industry gatekeepers would want you to believe. And then the story took another turn. In 2007, some original members, including Mathis and Whalen, reunited for a successful tour. But the real revival came in 2016 to mark the 20th anniversary of Hot. Jimbo Mathis and original drummer Chris Phillips reformed the Squirrel Nut Zippers with a completely new dynamic lineup. This wasn't just a nostalgia act, it was a full-on reinvention. Of course, there were still some bad blood between the original members. The new version of the band has been incredibly busy touring constantly and releasing new music that both honors and expands on their classic sound. Their 2018 album, Beasts of Burgundy, debuted at number 4 on the...
Well, that wouldn't be a spicy. That would be a... that wouldn't be a spicy underwear drawer. That would be a... Oh, God, I hate what I'm about to say out loud. That would be an underwear drawer that smells like the farmer's market. I hate myself. I hate myself. I hate myself for saying that out loud.
Billboard Jazz Albums chart, and they followed that.
All right, we're almost there, boys. We're almost there.
That up with their most recent album in 2020.
Okay, that's absolutely terrible. That's absolutely terrible. Squirrel Nut Zippers.
The story of the Squirrel Nut Zippers is a testament to the beautiful absurdity of pop culture. In an era dominated by angst and distortion, a bunch of North Carolina bohemians playing music from the jazz age somehow conquered the charts. Their success was a complete accident, a product of a rogue DJ, one insanely catchy tune, and a public that was subconsciously hungry for something, anything different. But their music and their incredible story endures. It's a story about the power of having a unique vision, about a group of artists who made the music they wanted to make with absolutely no expectation of success. And in doing so, they accidentally sold a lot of albums, leaving behind a legacy as one of the most wonderfully improbable hitmakers of their time. What other unlikely hits from the 90s do you guys think have a hidden history worth telling? Let me know in the comments section.
Oh, there's tons. There's fucking tons. There's tons. But I've got to deal with Either my dog farted or I've got a BBL. You know, it's true, though. It's true. It's true. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, if you go and you get a big booty Latina in your butt, what are they putting in there? Is it like, seriously, what are they putting in the butt? What are they putting down there? I don't know why I'm asking this chat. I don't think anybody out there. Hey, Gorilla Biscuits, what did they put in your butt when you got your BBL? Did they put a bunch of cabbage juice or did they put a bunch of dumpster juice? What'd they shoot in your ass, madam? The hopes and dreams of the Brazilian people. That's what's in my butt. Is that when Velcro? Oh, Lord. I don't want to look that. Is that a real thing? That's probably a real thing. I don't want to look that up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I promised y'all something amazing. I promised y'all something that you're going to immediately want to call your parents, children, grandchildren. You're going to want to call somebody because this is something to behold. Not the new Dell AI PC. This looks like a
AI PC built for AI. It was just.
It's built for AI. Not every goddamn. Lady, everything is built for AI right now. So
designed to optimize your battery life, so it works longer without a charge, and in places without a charger.
I hate you, Dell. I hate you so much.
Our next guest.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Vines on David Letterman.
An acclaimed rock and roll band from Australia. Their debut CD is entitled Highly Evolved. Here they are, kids, the Vines.
This is probably one of the best renditions of the song ever. Like, I don't understand why they didn't put this out on the original recording, because this is amazing.
Gonna get free, I wanna get free, I wanna get free, right into the sun. Never love me, you never love me, you never love me. Why can't anyone? I'll be a fire. You know you're real.
Thank you. How about it? Is he all right, Paul? Can't say. Can't say for sure. To be the West Nile. The Vines. We'll be right back, everybody.
Yeah. So that showed up, and I was like, wow, I love tranquilizer. What? What do you mean tranquilizer? That young man was having a good time, Brady. What are you trying to do? That man was having a good time, Brady. He's from Australia. He had never been on the David Letterman show. What are you doing, Brady? That man was just trying to have some fun. I love videos like that, though, where people are like, yeah, we're going to go on national television. What are you going to do? We're going to make fools of ourselves. Fucking A. Count me in, boys. Count me in. All right. Here's one I haven't watched in a while. I feel like rewatching it because it's my fucking channel and I can kind of do whatever I want. So ladies and gentlemen, let's all take a look. Sorry about the pause. I can't talk and actually look at things and multitask. Ladies and gentlemen, let's watch a little brief documentary on the butthole surfers. Let's do that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. Pour yourself a nice cold tap beer from your Michelob Ultra.
Play for
And we're gonna watch.
for an ultra.
We're gonna watch.
Forget there's ultras on the line.
We're gonna watch a video for
I
one of the
didn't.
greatest man that ever fucking existed.
Used by President Jimmy.
Why is it skipping there? We don't want to do that. Let's go back here.
What's going on, my fellow rock and rollers? Don't forget to hit the bell notification icon to be notified every time I put out a new video on my channel. Today we're talking about one of the weirdest acts in rock and roll, the Butthole Surfers, and I've had a few people ask me to do this topic, and today we're finally going to tackle it. The Butthole Surfers started out as a drug-fueled post-punk band from Texas. After all, they really had nothing to lose. They were like the Bradley Cooper of rock and roll. What do I mean by this? Well, they both found major success.
What do you mean by that?
Success much later on in their career. And their live shows were an assault on the senses. Rumored onstage sexual antics and disturbing images projecting above the stage were all pretty standard. There was also an instance when full frontal nudity happened at an all-ages show. Bassist Jeff Pincus would tell Classic Rock Magazine, I think we inspired other people to be more...
Brady, like you don't listen to the Butthole Surfers on repeat when you're driving down the road. Like you don't do this. Madam, I like how you're saying, Butthole Surfers, why? Why would you do this, Colwell? Why would you...
Watched. In an interview with Kerrang! Online, guitarist Paul Leary talked about how frontman Gibby Haynes went on a bender on stage in Rotterdam in the Netherlands at a show where the Cult had just played. He ended up in a dress and threw chairs at the audience, and ironically though, this was really when the band started to take off in Europe. Leary couldn't take all the sound equipment back himself, so he hid it under the bushes overnight. At a February 1986 show in New York, the band used...
Wait. They had a show, and then they have a show the next night, so they hide their equipment in the... Oh my God. These were different times, ladies and gentlemen. These were different times, because you can't do that today. You cannot fucking do that today.
He hid it under the bushes overnight. At a February 1986 show in New York, the band used piss wands, which were plastic baseball bats filled with, well, you know, that were waved around the crowd. And from the get-go, the band was single-minded in their mission. They wanted to do something that other bands hadn't, with guitarist Paul Leary explaining to Classic Rock, We'd ask ourselves what we wanted to see from a rock band, something that nobody else was doing. We were influenced by psychedelic bands, so we wanted strobes. Soon we had shotguns, walls of strobe lights, and movies showing penis reconstruction. It just seemed like a kick in the ass to do. It helped that there was no message in what we were trying to convey. It was all nihilistic, he'd say. And their onstage behavior soon crossed over to offstage antics. Leary would explain, it was just a party every night. Gibby was definitely our ringleader. We would go into a new town every day, raise as much hell as we wanted, get to drink beer for free, act like lunatics, and make a big mess, and then move on to the next town he'd remember. And one of the most ridiculous offstage antics was touching their manhood to a briefcase used by President Jimmy Carter. And for a band that could be so visceral, they were actually inspired by some pretty intellectual philosophies. Dadaism, also known as the art of the absurd, and Friedrich Nietzsche's nihilism both influenced the group. Frontmen Gibby Haynes and Paul Leary formed the Butthole Surfers in 1981 in San Antonio, Texas.
I love my kids, but I also love not being broke.
No, you don't. You love your kids, but you love not being broke. All right. Tell me, how is Amazon going to fix this for you, madam? How is Amazon.com going to save you from poverty? Tell me, madam.
Back to school season, I'm just going to spend less on them. Amazon has low prices on everything kids need. Like a water bottle they definitely won't lose. Tablets. Sports stuff for whatever sport this is. All the latest lit, Rizzy Riz clothes. And lunch boxes for a homemade meal that they'll barely touch. What? So spend less on your little freeloaders with Amazon.
Okay.
Ironically, the band members had some pretty wholesome backgrounds, as Haynes.
I love this, that Gabby Haynes' dad was a children's TV show host.
Haynes' father hosted a children's program in Dallas called Mr. Peppermint, and Leary's father was the business school dean at Trinity College in Dallas. They were influenced by punk rock bands like Black Flag and the Dead Kennedys. In what should have been a clue for what lay ahead, the pair created a humorous magazine called Strange VD, which looked at bizarre medical problems. Haynes was working.
Jeffrey Bezos. Damn it. I'm going to have to listen to that after this. Damn it. That's in my head now. Come on, Jeffrey. Come on, Jeffrey. You can do it.
He had an accounting firm at the time when he was fired by his superiors after they found pages from the magazine in the company printer. And it didn't really matter since the Butthole Surfers had already formed. Leary would paint a funny picture of what the band's early rehearsals looked like, saying, we'd go over to our drummer's house in the evening and start rehearsing. Gibby would usually get off work late at the accounting firm, stumble into practice in a suit and tie, and immediately start stripping down to his boxer shorts while we were playing. That's how it got incorporated into our live show. We'd play until the police came and turned the power off. In the early to mid-'80s were formative years for the band. In San Francisco in 1981, the Surfers met the Dead Kennedys' Jello Biafra, who signed the band to his alternative Tentacles label. King Coffee and Teresa Nervosa joined the band as percussionists in 1983.
And that's when the twins came in. Holy shit. I've got to, this is, holy shit. Nicole, you have done something that has, you have thrown a monkey wrench into this show. How dare you, madam? How dare you? How dare you? But I have to listen to this now. This is literally stuck inside my head. So I've got to get this out real quick. So excuse me for this, guys. But I have to listen to this. I think it's Bezos 2 is the funny one. That's the one where you, come on, Jeffrey, you can do it.
Jeffrey Bezos, Jeffrey Bezos, Jeffrey Bezos. Oh, Jeffrey Bezos.
It's not that one. Is it just the first one? The first one? I'm looking for the one like, come on, Jeffrey, you can do it. Dun, 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 put you back into it. fuck their wives, drink their blood. Yeah, this is it.
CEO entrepreneur, born in 1964, Jeffrey Bezos. CEO entrepreneur, born in 1964, Jeffrey Bezos. Come on, Jeffrey, you can do it. Pave the way, put your back into it. Tell us why, show us how. Look at where you came from, look at you now. Zuckerberg and Gates and Buffett, amateurs can fucking suck it. Fuck their wives, drink their blood. Come on, Jeff, get 'em!
All right. So now that that is over, we can go back to this.
While Jeff Pincus joined in 1986 as bassist. And there was no one label to fit the band's music. The band blended elements of punk, metal, psychedelic rock, and just strange noises. Shortly before Jeff Pincus joined the band, they released what many called their weirdest album, and that's saying a lot when you're talking about the Butthole Surfers. 1985's Rembrandt Pussy Horse was a bizarre soundscape featuring both drones, Middle Eastern instrumentation, and farts. There were satanic undertones and freaky lyrics throughout the album, and the band's label at the time refused to publish the record. Considered one of the band's finer moments, Locust Abortion Technician would be released in 1987 and recorded in Wintergreen just outside Athens, Georgia. It's rumored that the band stalked Michael Stipe of REM during this time, even...
Okay, I also love this. They stalked Michael Stipe. Oh my God. They touched their balls to a briefcase that, oh my God, this band is so amazing. This band is so amazing. They're crazy. They're crazy sons of bitches, but they're so good.
Pulling up in front of his house. And the album featured the spoken word Black Sabbath cover called Sweet Loaf. And the album is sometimes seen as the precursor to grunge music that followed over the next several years. The album featured two sinister-looking clowns playing with a puppy, so it's no surprise that the album was just as unsettling. Former Melody Maker journalist David Stubbs said in a
All right, be right back, folks.
2012 The Quietest Online article that Locust Abortion Technician impacted like a whale on a beach, exploded by the deadly buildup of its internal gases. This right here in every right head was the state of rock. Before the album came out, the band spent 6 years living out of a van with a pit bull, surviving on beer, LSD, and small change from bottle refunds. And Leary would say in a 2017 interview with The Quietest Online that we were depraved people, always scrounging for our next meal and our next six-pack, that kind of thing. And in an interview with Kerrang! Online, Leary says that they were still so broke while living in Wintergreen, Georgia, and recording Locust Abortion Technician in a rented house, that they would ride their bikes to Athens to get food just so they could stop walking 4 hours each way to stock up. And the band lived near a meat processing plant, and they would go and record the sound of cows mooing at night. And Locust Abortion Technician explored some pretty bizarre corners of pop culture. The last track on the album, 22 going on 23, might be the most unsettling of them all. It features a voice clip of a young woman calling into a talk radio show, talking about how she's been assaulted. Another
Whoa, boy, well, that's not good. That's not good.
Other woman calls in to complain about a loveless marriage. Then it fades out to the sounds of cows mooing. In the track Cherub got the video treatment, the first minute features a bored-looking suburban businessman wandering around his kitchen and then staring deep into a bowl of Fruit Loops. By the early 90s, the band signed with Capitol Records after their label filed bankruptcy.
These sons of bitches got signed to Capitol. Ladies and gentlemen, Capitol Records. The biggest, the baddest, the big boys. They signed Braddy's favorite band, the Butthole Surfers. And thank you, Braddy, for introducing me to the Butthole Surfers. I had never heard of them. Thank you, Braddy. That was very sweet of you, madam.
Capitol Records was insistent that the group's major label debut, 1993's Independent Worm Saloon, be produced by Led Zeppelin's John Paul Jones to improve the chances that a mainstream audience would take a liking to the band. According to Leary, the band's corporate overlords did little to sway the band's working style, with him remembering to Classic Rock magazine.
All right, I don't know if this is in here. That they may say it here in a second, but they would have drinking contests with John Paul Jones, and apparently that guy quit drinking after hanging out with this band.
I'd been messing around in the back room of my house and recorded a lot of guitar that ended up on the album, so our working methods didn't really change a whole lot, other than the fact we had a budget and a bass player from Led Zeppelin. He was a lot of fun. We showed up in the studio and John Paul Jones and I discovered we liked the same brand of whiskey. The next day they brought 2 bottles and we drank those. And they kept doubling the number of bottles. We ended up drinking until 6 o'clock every morning.
Yeah.
I believe he quit drinking altogether after that.
Yeah.
The album would also prove to be more straightforward for the band and would produce a modest radio hit with the song Who Was in My Room Last Night. The Butthole Surfers were a big influence for Kurt Cobain, and it's even rumored that he met Courtney Love at one of their shows. In 1996, the band released their biggest commercial record with 1996's Electric Larryland. And this,
Yeah, exactly. That's saying a lot. He used to drink with John Bonham, and he drank himself to death. Yeah. How small were their surfboards? Well, I don't know. I've never gone butthole surfing, but I don't know. That might have been great big ones. I don't know.
single Pepper topped the modern rock charts and was the band's biggest hit to date.
Pepper was
But the
awesome.
success was almost a curse, as Larry would reveal. When we signed to Capitol, they didn't have a clue what to suggest or demand. That was until we got a gold record and a hit. All of a sudden, people were lining up around the block telling us what to do. Having a hit single was not a whole lot of fun. With all the success came further troubles, as their planned album in 1998, After the Astronaut, was shelved temporarily. During the same time, the band split with their manager, and 5 years after Electric Larryland came out, the band finally released their follow-up record, 2001's Weird Revolution. It was a difficult time in the early 2000s for the band, with them splitting up, with the members pursuing other musical projects, until they had sporadic reunions in the years that followed. And while it seemed like the band was done putting out new music, fans were happy to hear Leary admit, "We've got a couple interested labels, and the goal is to record a new album. I realize we're middle-aged men now, but we're going to do it because that's what we got to do." Making Weird Revolution was a gut-wrenching process, and it put us out of commission for a long time. It was such a painful thing to go through that's taken years to get over it. Now I figure we have a shot at going back and doing things the way we want. It's time to try again, he'd say recently. That does it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like button and subscribe. If you guys have suggestions for future topics, let me know in the comment section below. Take care.
It's a good one. It's a good one. It's a good one. Kind of makes me want to, I don't know. What'd you guys think about that? It's a good one? Good one? Bad one? I know Brady's sitting there going like, thank God you finally brought out the Butthole Surfers, because I've been wanting to hear them for forever. And Brady has been bugging me to no ends to play the Butthole Surfers. This is probably going to get me in trouble. But not really that scared of yeah, that's the one I want to watch after this. That's the one I want to watch after this. How do I do this? Gotta click on that, and I gotta click on it again. There's some gay, yeah. Anything related to butt, yeah. Everything as soon as butts are said, Brady's like, oh yeah. Oh, and the butthole, that's her favorite. That's where she starts, ladies and gentlemen. That's where she starts. Just like wild animals will do. Brady will start at the butthole. That's where she starts eating you at. All right, let me I'm going to play this song, even though this song is probably going to get me in trouble. I don't fucking care. And then after this, I've got a video on Blind Melon.
Marky got with Sharon, and Sharon got Sharia. She was sharing Sharon's outlook on the topic of disease. Mikey had a facial scar and Bobby was a racist. They were all in love with dying, they were doing it in Texas. Tommy played piano like a kid out in the rain, and then he lost his leg in Dallas. He was dancing with the train. They were all in love with dying, they were drinking from a fountain that was pouring like an avalanche coming down the mountain.
I don't mind the sun sometimes, the images it shows. I can taste you on my lips and smell you in my clothes. Cinnamon and sugar and softly spoken lies. You never know just how to look through other people's eyes.
It's so good. It's so good.
Some will die in hot pursuit and fiery auto crashes. Some will die in hot pursuit while sifting through my ashes. Some will fall in love with life and drink it from a fountain that is pouring like an avalanche coming down the mountain.
I don't mind the sun sometimes, the images it shows. I can taste you on my lips and smell you in my clothes. Cinnamon and sugary and softly spoken lies. You never know just how you look through other people's eyes.
Another Mikey took a knife while arguing in traffic. Flipper died a natural death, he caught a nasty virus. Then there was the ever-present football player rapist. They were all in love with dying, they were doing it in Texas. Holly caught a bullet, but it only hit his leg. Well, it should have been a better shot, got him in the head. They were all in love with dying, they were drinking from a fountain that was pouring like an avalanche coming down the mountain.
I don't mind the sun sometimes, the images it shows. I can taste you on my lips and smell you in my clothes. Cinnamon and sugary and softly spoken lies. You never know just how you look through other people's eyes.
What a great song. I feel like that one's definitely gonna get me in trouble later, but we'll find out. Now, what is this? What is this? Yeah. Ladies, I feel like this is I feel like this got fed to me for Nicole. Let's find out what the fuck this is.
Police canines, but what about a police feline?
Cats would make great cops because they don't narc on you for your drugs.
Meet Lieutenant Jax, the newest member of the Belleville Police Department. Being new on the job isn't always easy, but Lieutenant Jax has found a way to make himself right at home.
It's just a pleasure to have here.
Back in August, Jax, a stray kitten, showed up at the police department's door. The 7-officer team here took him in. Now they can't imagine this place without him. Chief Bill Eichel-Kraut has a dedicated spot for Jax.
Holy shit.
Can't imagine this place without him. Chief Bill Eichel.
He's got his own little little place there, where he's his own little investigations. He can open up his own little drawer there and pull out all the cases that he's solved. The kitty cases, the kitty capers, the cat nappers, Velcro definitely tell me you're sacred, Scotty. Oh shit, Velcro. It's a lie. 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 It's a whatever she told you. It's a lie. All right, let's find out. Did this cat save a life? I have never seen. And how many fucking monitors do you need, sir?
Kraut has a dedicated.
All of these, like, you got cameras, one on the fucking moon. Looks like several on the fucking moon over here. You got news pulled up over here, and then you've got nothing over here. What are you doing on your computer, Chief? What are you doing? What? And why do you have an extra computer over here? What's going on with your job, Chief? Seems like you're getting way too much fucking money there.
Dedicated spot for Jax on his desk, equipped with bird watching videos and everything. He noticed a bigger purpose for this lovable cat right away.
It's been kind of a help for us to take our mind off of all the bad we see.
And Lieutenant Jax is not kidding around. He takes his job as a therapy cat very seriously. Police records clerk Nicole Coyne says he can sense when he's needed.
He's very intuitive. I know when I've had.
Oh my God, he's a fucking cat, guys. He's a fucking cat. Cats want to be petted and then they want to be left alone. But I'm guessing that you have some deep, deep, deep meaning that you have this attached. What's up, Velcro? What's going on? Sorry, girl. Sorry, girl. Sorry, I was talking shit about cats. Sorry, girl. Sorry. What? What? Okay. All right. Fine. All right. I'll stop. I'll watch this and I'll stop it. Sorry, girl. I don't want to get scratched.
Had a bad day, he knows and will stick either on you, he'll climb on you, or stick close by you.
Often offering a friendly meow to visitors, Jax has also sat in solidarity with a crime victim who came in to talk with police.
People can.
How in the fuck does a cat sit? Why don't you just say the cat was there and the victim came in and they needed some consoling, so they petted the cat. Instead, you're saying that this is like a therapy cat that is solving crime. I want to see Officer Jax out on the streets.
Relate to animals, and hope this guy sticks around for a while.
From a stray cat to a lieutenant.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
It's safe to say Jax has made a positive impact on everyone around him.
She said positive. Get it, guys? She said pause. Jesus. What is going on in this? Belleville, Wisconsin. Of course it's Wisconsin. You've got ladies out on the street going, Austin, 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 Austin. And you fuckers are in here feeding a cat. Okay.
In Belleville, Megan Marshall, Spectrum News.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. For more stories in your communities, click.
How about you, Mr. Pat Kiernan? How about you fuck right off? How about that? How about that, sir? All right. Anyway, yeah. How'd you guys feel about that? Plot twist. The cat is there to test their patience. He just strolls around the office, knocking everything off their desk. Wow. She needs to stop right now. Right now. Right now. All right. La, la, la. All right. This one feels like it's going to be a sadder one. This one feels like it's definitely going to be a sadder one. Oh my God. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you and what are you doing? Name yourself, sir. Name yourself. What's going on? You got something positive to say? Are you a representative of Officer Jackson? Officer Jack, Melville, Wisconsin Police Department, where apparently all they do is sit around and pet a fucking cat all day long? What you got, man? Good to see you, buddy. I was expecting you earlier. Oh shit. Zach, the fuck? You playing games? La, 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 la. What's going on here, Zach? You playing games with sweet Nicole? That's fine. That's fine. It's hilarious to play games with women. It's hilarious. Oh shit. Is this a gummy night, Zach? Pop a gummy, Zach. Let's go crazy. Let's get wild. Oh fuck. Dude, you got me laughing now. I'm laughing at you. I'm already laughing. Apparently you were busted by two ladies in my chat that are going, what the fuck? Sweet Brady said, Nicole, same here. LOL. He's busted. He didn't think I was in here. Ha ha ha. LOL. Ha ha ha. My name's Brady. I like eating you from the butthole first. Ha ha ha. Zach, did you know that I didn't know this until Brady sent me this link about this band called the Butthole Surfers, and then Brady was like, yeah, you got to play them. I was like, okay, Brady, calm down. He's like, no, you've got to play them. You've got to. I love them so much.
Didn't fucking know you were on until Brady just told me. Nicole, cool your jets.
Wait, I thought I posted it somewhere. Where did I post it? I don't know. I thought I posted it on the way home, so that's probably why it didn't get posted, because it was on the way home. It was like, oh yeah, let me clip that. Yeah, I forgot about it. I mean, and then Zach's budgets are always cool. He's working up that finger. What you been up to, man? This is nice. I needed a little bit of. I was burning through the content that I had. Damn. Alrighty. Jesus, dude, get it out. Yes. Yes, she does. Gorilla Biscuits. Yes, she does. She's a butt eater. And if you do any kind of looking into like what animals do to butts, that's where they start. Right there. Right in the cornhole. That's where they start, and that's where Bratty fries it up. Bratty sent me a message the other day, and she goes, in fact, I'm not even going to do the voice. She said, what are you doing next Saturday? And I was like, I don't know, Bratty. I'm probably working. She goes, oh, well, me and the family are frying up a bunch of buttholes if you want to come over. I was like, well, that sounds great, Bratty, but I don't usually eat the butthole. I just like eating like pork meat, like rump roast and stuff like that. She goes, oh, you got to start where it ends. You got to start at the end. Effing butt cheeks on me up. Sure. All right, what's been going on, Zach? Catch me up, good sir.
Really, Bratty? You really want to go there?
Let's go there. Let's go there. Let's do this. Let's do this on my channel tonight. Let's do this on my channel tonight. I have a couple beers left. I've got nowhere to be. Let's do this. Let's do it. Bratty, you want to come up here and defend yourself? That's not what I said, Cody. I said, hey, Buckles, you want to come in? Do you want me to show the text? Do you want me to bring up the text? You said, Bratty, look, I'll pull it up right now. I'll look at it. Right here it is. Look, let me go through here. Let me look at this right here. Right here it is. Right here it is. 2 days ago, like you guys probably can't see that because it's all wobbly. It's all wobbly. But if you look at that really closely, it says, hey, Caldy, what are you doing this weekend? Me and the hubby are having a cookout and we're cooking buttholes all weekend long. Do you want to come by? And I said, I don't eat butthole. And Bratty, like, yeah. I like how like Bratty's like, yeah, I didn't do this. I did like I'm calling you the butthole. When madam. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with a good rump roast. You just gotta make sure the starfish isn't in there when you're eating the round steak. Oh, I'm going to hell, aren't I? I'm going to hell, aren't I, for this? Probably. I don't know. I'll be all right. Yeah, like the old balloon nut. Yeah, Bratty, the balloon nut. Do I have a butt eating song to play for Bratty? Do I have one of those? I'm sure there's one that's like rap or something like that. I've heard those where it's like, oh, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm not even going into that. Nicole, I'm going to kick you in the rear the next time I see you because you have put that entire album into my head with that stupid Jeffrey Bezos thing. Jeffrey Bezos. Jeffrey Bezos. You did it. Zach, what else you got? What you got? Let me do this in case any of these sweet, sweet ladies or gentlemen want to come up and defend themselves. Come on up. Come on up, Brady. Come on up, Brett. Come on up. Come on up. Defend yourself. I'm definitely like definitely gonna be playing a little bit more of that later. Like, yeah. Thank you, man. I have to. I'm not even gonna make fun of you. I'm just gonna say thank you for this one. Thank you, madam. It's not a bad thing to put in my head. Jeffrey Bezos. Oh, you did it. I know what I'll do while you're typing, Zach. I'll let everybody know this right here.
I just wanted to let you know that you're all wicked fucking gay and wicked fucking retarded. And that's it. Not like you didn't know that already, but
Caldy, Brady is denying the text telling me you were live. She literally said that they were in here. That's after I said goodnight to both, so blame Brady.
Whoa! Get up here, Brady. Come on up here, Brady. You have been accused, madam. You have been accused. You have been accused. Come on up here, Brady. And if you don't come up here, Brady, then you support this gentleman right here.
That's certainly
Fuck the
not what this is.
Palestinians. Fuck the Israelis. Fuck the blacks. Fuck the whites. Fuck the women. Fuck the men. Fuck the gays. Fuck the straights. Fuck human beings. Fuck them. I hope they all die horrible deaths. And I hope the cows rule the fucking planet.
Is that what you want your last words to be here, Brady? Fuck the cows? Really, Brady? Really? Fuck everybody and just leave it to the cows? Oh my God, Brady. I have never. Okay, all right. That's a fine one. Oh my God, Brady. Like, are you saying, Brady, that Zach, what I'm hearing is that Brady is a supporter of this right here.
Oh my God. When this happened, I said, oh my God, finally, we're going to focus on the animals. Oh my God, finally. And then what happened? Here comes the fucking trans people. Here we go. Another group of fucking humans. Really? We got to wait for the cows now again? And the pig. And by the way, who's next after the trans people? The hermaphrodites? And then who's going to be fucking next? Another group of humans. They'll find another group. Anything to not focus on the cows, pigs, chickens, turkeys, and fish.
Is that what you want, Brady? Is that what you want? Is that what you want? You don't want us focusing on the humans because, oh my God, Brady. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look, we don't mind wild children here. Yeah. Oh, Zach, you better get your fucking ass out of here quick, boy. You better run. You better get the fuck out of here. Brady's coming up. Brady's coming up. You better get the fuck out of here, Zach. You better get the fuck out, Zach. She's coming for blood. She's coming for your butthole, Zach. She's coming for that. She's coming for that starfish first. It's gonna be like aliens. She's gonna start down here. Yeah, I'm not gonna. That's gross. That's gross. Let me see what else I got here real quick. Oh yeah, this. I still don't know how Zach. I still don't know how this didn't get picked up on mainstream media that this gentleman really said this.
Waiting innocently at a red light or not, and terrorizing the local community. This is not merely the racing for pinks that we recall from the movie Grease. This has evolved into organized crime.
People are no longer. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. She's gonna make him get a BBL first. Oh shit, there she is. I'm out. I'm done. I gotta go. I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. Back.
That's what I thought. They better run. What the heck? Big old buttholes. Zach, you know stitches get stitches, right? You know that, right? You shit talkers. Have you ever seen Zach sneak his head down the side of the camera like that?
Hey, Brady, what you doing?
Buttholes. You guys are,
Oh,
no,
you're
you
doing.
guys are buttholes.
No, I said, what are you doing? And you said, butthole.
No. You guys are mean tonight, both of you. Ew. No.
How are you? How are you though, madam?
Good. Just listening to you both talk crap. I said, Zach said he was gonna say he was going to bed. Don't tell Nicole. He was gonna dip into Caldy's for a minute, and I was like, "That's jacked up. That's jacked up."
He said, "Don't tell Nicole."
He said, "Don't tell Nicole." He said, "I told her I was going to
Nicole, come on up here, madam, if you
That's what he
can.
said.
Come on up here if you can, madam. Let's do this.
I said, "Don't do that to Nicole. She's so sweet, her face."
Really, Bratty? You really want to go there?
I just did. Look at Caldy starting fights tonight. Look.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I've been listening to the most depressing music shit ever. Yeah, you guys fight. I want to see it. Yeah. What's going on here? Now Nicole's getting called out.
Come on, Nicole.
Sweet
I had your back,
Nicole getting called out. Oh my gosh.
Can you hear my son? He's such a good mood. He's just laughing and laughing.
Well, of course. Yeah.
He's got a cool mama.
He's a growing boy, and he's a cool ass kid. It's one of the best things ever when your kid says, "I love you" to the people. Like, oh, it's like, oh, I love it.
He does. He says, "Love you so much."
Oh wow. Sweet Nicole says, "I'm a lover, not a fighter." Also, Zach, double double barrels.
Double backflip.
Oh my God, we've got actual receipts up in here.
Damn. Okay, show the rest. I said, where's Cole? He says, I'll stop in. He said, don't tell Nicole. He cut that part off.
This is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Well, I'm sold, Zach. I'm sold. I'm sold.
So really, how did you find a group called the Buttholes? Like, who thought of that shit, and why did you find it?
The Butthole Surfers?
Yeah.
Madam, they have been around since the 80s. I didn't find them. They found me, just like everybody else. Like no one goes out looking for the Butthole Surfers. The Butthole Surfers just seem to somehow land in people's laps.
We found them tonight because I never heard of them before.
Oh, and I showed the short documentary. There's a better one. They were at Lollapalooza, and it was I think it was the year that Pavement shut down Lollapalooza because they were showing literally their asses to the crowd, and they were getting mud thrown at them. And I think that's the year that the Butthole Surfers came out, and they had blanks and a shotgun, and were just like firing a shotgun. Let me see if I can find that.
What?
Yeah.
They surf in the crowds with their buttholes in the air.
Oh no, none of that. I'm sure they did at some point. They were like they were literally a band of nihilists, like just a band of do what thou will, and it was insanity. Fun to watch from a distance. Shotgun. Yeah. Check this out. Check this out, Brady. I think that shows it. Yeah, there he is with a shotgun.
I think they're smoking the crack.
He hits the bottle with his head, which is a pro move. If you're going to throw a bottle up in the air, always hit it with your head. Yeah, here we go.
That looks like a fun, safe place to be.
Well, it was Lollapalooza back in the 90s. That's when we could pretty much do whatever we wanted to back then. Nicole said, "It sounds like a dying donkey."
It really does.
It does not. I have heard a dying donkey, and a dying donkey sounds like this right here. No. No. I need more time. That's what a dying donkey sounds like. I need more time. Big Hands, I know you're the one. I wish I could play that one. That one is there's a reason you don't see anybody playing that one. What have you been up to, Miss Brady? Tell us about your life. How is your eyeball now that they've had to replace it and put in a cyborg eyeball that has XAI features into it? That's also where you can see like the future from your eyeball. Tell us how that is, Brady. Tell us how that is.
They're doing good.
How is it? How is it having an eyeball from the future, Brady?
I actually, you know what? After both my retinas detached, when they put the new lenses and stuff, I have these like my eye likes reflex. If you look at a certain lighting, my grandkids say I have robot eyes or superpower eyes. So yeah, they're great. You ask, don't ask.
Exactly, Gorilla Biscuits. She does now. She has bionic eyes like Lee Majors, but she's playing it down like, oh, I just had a simple surgery. Don't anybody worry about it. I'm not going to be out solving crime.
This was the 8th one on that eye.
Oof.
It went really well though, except for 2 weeks later it decided to hemorrhage, but it's all good now. Sure. You've seen the picture, right?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't it pretty?
Yeah, I was that first picture that you sent me. I was I think I was sitting in McAllister's Deli.
Ew.
I got that picture and I'm like waiting for an order and I'm like, good God, what the fuck? What the hell? Why do people love sending me those pictures? Like they're like, hey, I just had something fucked up happen. Look at this. Like
I had to share with my friends.
Yeah.
Didn't know you were at McAllister's is a good little restaurant there.
I wonder if I can find. Let me see. This is going to take me a little bit of investigation work, also known as just going through my Facebook. There's a picture of me somewhere where I look like death warmed over. Okay, I got to log into that. Fuck you. You guys keep talking while I'm looking for this. Or don't.
You're looking for what?
I'm looking for this picture of me after I had this extremely major surgery. I had my like this scar that I have right here. That little scar. That's from my sinuses being so infected that it ate through my skull and started dumping into my face. So what they had to do is they had to cut me from one ear to the other ear, peel my face down, cut the bone out right there, remove my upper sinuses, and then put belly fat. So I've got fat. I'm a fat head because I've got belly fat up there.
I thought that scar was from when you were dropped on your head as a baby, and that's what was wrong.
No.
I'm kidding. I'm so kidding.
No, that was like I would love for this one to be from like a wild night out or something like that. But no.
Wow. One of my daughters has that same sinus bone right there had been smashed in, and she's supposed to have that same surgery, but I didn't think it was fat. I thought it was like a metal plate or something. So she never did it, so now she just got a dip.
I saved that picture because that picture is kind of hilarious too. Holy shit, how far back is this? Holy shit, I need to save that one too.
Is Zach being bad again? Did I miss
He is
something?
being terrible up here.
What?
All right, I'm gonna do save image as, put it in, put it in streaming.
I'm so fucking scared, Nicole.
Oh shit!
For somebody who said they were going to sleep, a sure white ass awake and being troublemaker about.
This was me before the surgery, right there. Check that out.
Oh
That's
wow!
gnarly. That's fun.
And that was from a sinus infection.
And they were like,
Look at
you
your
know
eyes. I want to see the cut open.
Yeah, I'm gonna oh. And what happened with them cutting it open is I went to like a minute clinic to find out because I was like my head's hurt and everything. And they were like, "Oh, Mr. Dunlap, we're gonna cut your head open and see if that works." Well, it didn't work. So then they sent me to the ER where they were like, "Hey, we're gonna try this again," and it didn't work again. Let me see if I can pull this picture up. How do you pull a picture up if you've got it?
I love seeing gory pictures.
Yeah, this one's messed up if I can figure out how to share it. Share screen. Yeah, it's not. Okay, that's what I'll do. I'll just what the fuck? How do I do this?
Zach, is that a red bottle, or is that can't be tea? It's a red bottle. Okay, just making sure.
Oh, they defaced me for sure. They defaced me for sure. It was crazy. I saw it. Now the doctor deleted it, but he came in the next day and like after the surgery or a couple of days later because it took time for my face to calm down, and I saw my brain. So fuck you guys. I've got one. I've seen it. I've seen it with my own two peepers.
It's not there.
Yeah. Apparently, instead of just shaving my head, which I thought they were gonna do, they gave me cornrows and they like rolled them up. Now, those pictures are gone. Like I don't have those pictures. But
Dang it.
How do I? How do you share something that's just on your desktop? Let me see if I can do this. Let's see if I can make it my profile here. Sorry for the buildup. Let's see, desktop. All right, that's working. Let me try this. Let me try this. Let's see if this works. Yeah, you guys see that now? Yeah, that was me 3 days after surgery. I looked like I had been beat the fuck up.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, though.
It's
And
got a
look
great,
at you now.
and look at, and now everybody, I want
It looks
everybody.
like you got pew-pewed between the eyeballs.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
I turn this off now. I haven't done this in so long. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
That's cool.
Make up a cool story to go along with it. Yeah, well, I was out. I was hanging out at this bar, and this lady was getting attacked outside by 30 men with guns, and I defended her with my noggin, and that's what happened. That's what happened. I took 30 bullets to the head. Is that the pick on your Spotify? I don't know. I haven't looked. That's a fantastic fucking question, Rome. I have not looked at my Spotify in years. Let me see. Might be. It might be. No, Rome. That's just my normal head on my Spotify, you wacky woman. There were ninjas involved. Ninjas of all sorts. It was bad. I got a throwing star right there. That's what caused that. Right there in my head, I had a throwing star. But I looked over and this lady had like 18 babies with her. And I went, this lady, I can't let this lady with 18 babies get mugged in front of me. And so I took some gunshots to the head and ninja stars, and they broke my ribs. They rearranged my legs, Zach. They put my left leg on my right leg. They fucking rearranged my legs, Zach. That's the bad thing. I can't run right anymore. I start to run and I just kind of trip over because those sons of bitches, those damn ninjas, they cut off my left leg and they cut off my right leg. They put them on backwards. That's why I don't ever stand up too much here.
At least they let you keep your butthole.
Oh, Bratty. Of course you're worried about my butthole. Of course, sweet Bratty is mainly concerned about what happened to your butthole, Caldwell. Well, oh, Bratty. Oh, Bratty. Don't you hate yourself for watching that alive?
No,
Don't you hate yourself?
I regret asking my good close friends if it would be okay if something happened. Yes, that part. Yes.
Why would you ask somebody, hey, if you die, is it okay if I eat you ass first?
I didn't say it like that. So we were having an important meeting, and I was watching that, and it was just a simple question. Hey, if we were in a bad accident, okay, and you died first, can I eat you so I can survive and get back to my son? And then I said, you guys can eat me if I die first, and you need to get back to your families. It was a simple question.
Thank you, Nicole, for bringing up that terrible, terrible surgery that I had to have. I had to have my butthole reconstructed, Bratty, because of that attack.
Never mind. I'll shut up. See, I don't know why you guys invited me up.
Because it's a wild night. It's a wild night.
And now I got to read the comments. Hold on.
It's true. It's true, Gorilla Biscuits. Butthole reconstruction surgery is very common after BBLs. But calm down, Brady. I'm just saying but, as in like skipping to the next thing. Yeah, it's yeah. So I bet that really is a thing, isn't it? I don't want to Google that. I bet the things I've Googled that I'm sure the FBI is looking for me right now, going, "You sick son of a bitch. What the fuck are you thinking?"
Right, so I want to know if, like, you and the people in chat or friends in chat, what would have been your answer if you would have been in our chat when we asked that question?
Wait, what?
You and everybody in chat, if you would have been in our chat when we were talking about the movie Alive, what would have been your answer to that question?
If I had been in chat when people were talking about the movie Alive, you know what I would have said, Brady? You know what I would have said?
You would have been stingy and said no. You would have just
I
let
would
us
have
die
said,
and starve.
I would have said, I sacrifice myself because I don't want to get the shakes from the man meat. I don't want to have to deal with any of this bullshit. Like half of
It was
us.
only if they already died in the plane crash. They already died and they wasn't getting back to their families, honey. And it's not the whole body; it's just the butt cheeks, so that way the family could still have a proper memorial when they get it back. We thought it through a little bit, okay?
I'm sorry, but after what Nicole just said, I don't think I can focus on. Do you want to build a butthole? Well, this is gone. It's gone sideways, completely sideways. I'm gonna wake up the whole damn house laughing. You sent me a screenshot. Okay, all right. Let me check Discord. Thank you for telling me that, because it would have been like 3 days before I saw it. Oh my god! Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. That is. Yeah. I forgot I put that on SoundCloud. There are so many things that I put on SoundCloud where it was like, "Hey, Percocets, I'm on a bunch. Let me post something on SoundCloud." And I've just decided, like, yeah, I'll just leave it up there. I'll just fucking leave it up there. So, Zach, what are your feelings on eating butthole? All right. So, me and you agree. No. Brady.
Nobody ever said anything about the butt, just the cheeks. There's nothing healthy in the butthole, just the butt cheeks.
Then why do wild animals eat the butthole first?
No, not a wild animal. I mean, kind of.
You heard it here first. I'm not a wild. Well, I mean, I kind of. Yeah. Yeah, that was me, Rome. That was me. That was me. I forgot I put that picture up there. There's a lot of crazy.
Shoot, our comment was that if that happened, little thin Zach would be the one all chubby when they found the plane because he'd be eating everybody. How did he get so thick? It would be Zach with his prepping skills. He'd be the chubby guy walking out last.
Zach, you're the butthole king. This stream has gone so wild. You guys coming up here on my stream talking about eating butthole.
You were playing butthole when I got here. I was not even talking.
No, I was playing the band, the Butthole Surfers, which you told me about. You called me and said, Caldy. I went, what, Braddy? You went, hey, have you ever heard of a band called the Butthole Surfers? And I went, no, Braddy. And you went, well, you need to fucking listen to it, you fucking poor piece of shit. And then you hung up on me. I went, good Lord, you sound like
that was
Nicole and Velcro calling me poor.
Okay, I'll drop that so you can start playing the cool music again.
Wow, I just got an announcement from YouTube Studios. The Caldy Show has hit 100 watch time hours.
Woohoo! Yay!
This is,
What happens now? Nothing?
nothing happens now.
Oh.
Nothing happens. Absolutely nothing happens.
I thought we were like in a party or something.
Well, I am partying. This is what I do on these streams. I just I like everybody's like, nice, yeah, streaming, yeah, get it, boy. It doesn't mean anything. Like,
that's still cool. That's a lot of hours. Jeez,
I think this channel, I think the main channel has got like 500 or something. Let me check that real quick. Thank you, YouTube, for not telling me on my main channel what I ever get. Like, fuck you. You know what you do. You rabble rouser.
Well, Caldy and Nicole, do you want to see a comedy skit Braddy sent me?
I have seen it, and I definitely do. I definitely do.
Oh, it's pretty funny, though, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. If you've got it, Zach, share away, my friend. Share away. Wait, hold up. I'm afraid to say yes.
Nicole, I didn't send it to you. I thought I did. No.
Oh, Nicole, they didn't send this to you, Nicole. Oh, we got drama. We got drama. We got drama. I'm just kidding. It's a funny skit. I was going to show it anyway. Yeah. So, yeah, let's do it. If you'd have told me. Damn it, Nicole. Damn you, Nicole. You've got Bo Burnham stuck in my head now. The entire album. I guess I'm getting in trouble later. Guess I'm getting in trouble later, Nicole.
Zach, you need to stop leaving Nicole out. She's very important to us.
Yeah, Zach. Zachariah, Zacchaeus. Zachariah, Zacchaeus, Nick Crabbins. This is the Smirsh. Stop leaving Nicole out.
Nicole matters too, Zach.
She wants to play kickball too. Doesn't matter that she can't catch the ball when you kick it. I'll be right back.
That's probably it. I sent it to her. She doesn't ever click on him. She doesn't watch him. So. I don't feel pregnant. What?
Wheelchair. What up, man? You look behind you like there was
Pause
any.
it until. Oh, there he is. Can you make it bigger on the screen, Zach, or no?
No.
No.
Oh, send it to me. Or shit, I can just look it up. Witness a miracle. All right, that is not the right thing. Type in Matt Rife at the end of that because we're about to get some holy roller preachers. Oh, there it is. Got it. It's a TikTok. It's a TikTok. To be fair, where is Buff tonight? Well, Buff's probably driving. All right, is that showing? Yeah, that's showing. Yeah, that's his.
I laughed too hard when I watched this.
It's good. It's so good. Volume, yeah.
Anybody else in a wheelchair over that? What's your name, dude? What is it? Ben? Ben. Nice to meet you. No? Are you here with anybody? They're gone? Oh, bathroom. Oh, that's fun. Oh, you just left him here? You put his parking brake on and just left? Unbelievable. Brandon, that's what God, Brandon, nice to meet you. Good to see you, dog. They were watching him? No, they weren't. I started the whole conversation. I said, what's your name? And he said something in cursive. And then I said, man, and that whole row went. Welcome. Brandon, how old are you? 19? Good. You're a stay-at-home mom? What's the baby's name? What is it? Henderson? Is he 77 years old? That baby's gonna have a hard time. Because that baby's gonna get bullied by Brandon. Sup, retard? Be nice, Brandon. Your shirt say Gypsy Rose Blanchard saved my life. Do you know her personally? Your mom has Munchausen's. Oh, this means you try to keep somebody sick so that you can take care of them. Oh, okay. Well, you're no longer the worst mom of the show. Just kidding. I'm kidding. We'd be pretty fucked up if we found out she has Munchausen syndrome. And I'm like, hey, Brandon, just come here for a second. And he's like, what the fuck? What? I'm kidding. You're a dope mom. I know. Brandon, careful. What? My fucking man. Oh, man. Great to meet you, brother. You little faker. Wheelchair. What up, man? You look behind.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. That was a good one. Like when Brady said it to me, I was like, oh, Matt Rife. Yeah, I've seen Matt Rife. I was like, wait, I don't think I've. Oh, man. Oh, God. This looks bad. This is starting off bad.
I can't laugh because we call Zach a faker. He doesn't really have cerebral palsy.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Zach can speak perfectly. He just doesn't. And when he does, and I've heard it because he's called me on the phone, just like Brady has. But the only thing that's different when Zach calls me on the phone is I have to pull over and get out Google Translator because Zach only speaks in Spanish. And I don't understand Spanish. Zach is a Spanish speaker. Keep saying something about mi gusto un monde un puta. I don't know what any of those words mean, but he constantly says, see you later, punta. I'm like, you too. You have a good day, Zach. My good friend. One of my best friends on the internet. You have a great friend. He's like, yeah, you have a great day too, Punta. I'm like, Punta. That must mean like happy guy that happy guy that listens to music. That's what that means, right? One time he called me he said, what's up, you Pinocha? And I went,
oh my gosh.
I went, how you doing, Zach? And he goes, you are such a Pinocha. And I went, thank you, my friend. I haven't heard that yet, but thank you so much for saying that.
In Colorado,
and he said,
we have Poncha Springs and we call it Pinocha Springs.
yeah, he told me he said Caldy. I said, what, Zach? And of course I'm going through Google Translate with this, and because he's speaking some kind of gibberish Spanish that I can't even fucking comprehend. But Brady, Zach told me I was the biggest Pinocha that he's ever met in his life. Isn't that sweet?
So sweet.
Isn't that sweet? He called me a punta and a Pinocha.
A puta, no, and puta.
Like I was like, damn, like what have I done to
That's
get
funny that those are the words that you know.
Wait, what? No, that's just the words I remember. I just remember because he kept repeating it.
Exactly.
He just kept going like, you are a fucking Pinocha. And I went, thanks, Zach. And he was like, no, you don't understand. You are a Pinocha. I went, thanks. And then he just kept saying it. And I just kept saying thanks. Yeah. And then there'd be a punta, which I guess means like best friend. Like punta means like amazing friend. And Pinocha's got to mean like the just the top of the heap. Just the
Yep,
top.
that's what it means.
You remember that phone call, Zach? That was a fun. Zach's like, you fucking
Fox,
Pinocha.
wait, let me look it up.
Nicole says, like Punta Cana, he wants to take you on a vaca. A vaca. Punta Cana. I don't know these words. I don't speak Spanish. Like, once again, ladies, I don't speak Spanish. Listen, I'm just a humble Pinocha up here talking into a microphone, giving you guys some
Chris, but
music.
you say that word really well.
What? Well, like I said, Zach said it a whole lot too. Zach called me Pinocha so many times. I am now blocked in like so many South American. Okay, true story about how I learned the word Pinocha.
Oh Lord.
I was about 18 years old. I just moved up to Nashville. I'm living up there with my parents in Pleasant View, Tennessee, and we go to this place, and there was lots of tobacco farms. So migrants would come up and work in the tobacco farms.
Looking for Pinocha.
Lots of Pinocha. So anyway, this cook at this one place named Raphael, me and him got to be kind of buddy, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm going to teach you some Spanish." I'm like, "Okay." He goes, "Yeah." So he started teaching me this stuff, and when I don't even what he was saying it like there was a buffet of Pinocha, like a. And so me and him started making this joke about like how we were going to open up a diner called the Golden Pinocha. And when you went into the Golden Pinocha, then you walked in. You just decided what Pinocha you wanted after this. And we were laughing our asses off. Of course, no one else around us knew what we were talking about. Yeah.
But they all looked it up.
I'm probably going to go to hell for that one. At least he didn't call you a chingadero. Oh, but he did. What's a chingadero? Why? Bratty, what's a chingadero?
Look it up.
Oh, look it up. Zach, what's a chingadero? Rome, what's a chingadero? Rome might not be here now. Rome might have to be moderating somewhere else. What's a chingadero? I swear to God, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to ask it all night long. Does Pinocha and chingadero go together?
No.
I don't know. So this idiot white southerner is going to keep asking these Hispaniola questions incorrectly. It's a shithole. It's a shithole. So,
oh shoot.
Shithole. So, chingadera.
Hello.
Am I saying right? Chingadera. Does it get a little Italian feel? A little chingadera. Am I saying it right, Brady, with a chingadera? Probably. I don't know. Come back in. Chingadera is a crude and informal Spanish term. It's a bullshit. Oh, bullshit. How have I not heard chingadera? I've heard Pinocha, Punta, Ese. And I haven't heard that's the first time I've heard Chingadero. It's all Chingadero, my friend. Everything I see, I walk outside. Chingadero here, Chingadero there. Who kicked you out? No one kicked you out. You're still up here. Hold on. Let me kick you out. Try coming back up. Yeah, right there you are, madam. It's not us. It's you. Anyway, Zach, the other day when I was watching your potato video, you know what I kept thinking? That's Chingadero. That's Chingadero. I thought, that's Chingadero. I'm just wanting to say the word, Zach. That's all. I don't. You went out. You're back up here, madam. This is like an acid trip going on right now. I should put on some lightning bolt. Oh shit! I think I have some music. I need some clown music while we try to figure out how to get Bratty back up here. I need the dun 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 dun. No, you didn't get kicked out. You can. You should be able to pop right back up here. If not, try this again. Are you? Are you doing it on your phone? If you're doing it on your phone, it'll kick you out. Like sometimes, like even alerts will kick you out. But no, madam, I would not kick you out. Come back up here, madam.
Oh hey Caldy, what did you think about how big my harvest was?
Well, it's an odd way to say it after what we've been talking about tonight. But yeah, that's a terrible way to say that, Zach. So I think this is the only. I think this is the only way to properly respond to you, and I'm going to be deleting this episode as soon as I say this. That was the biggest harvest I've ever seen, Zach. Oh my Lord!
I call these Pinocho farms.
I ain't never seen a harvest that big. I've been living out here far too long on the farm. I didn't know a harvest could get that big. And a potato? Whoa! I had no idea.
Potato Pinocho, same thing.
Yeah. Potato, panocha, punta. You got your punta, you got your potato, you got your panocha. What else you want? What else you want, Zach? You got all three. You got your
taking
potato.
the potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys kicked me hard that time.
You wish, you pervert. I blame YouTube ads for this. I blame YouTube ads. Were you guys here the other night when those ads were going on?
Yep.
Oh my God. What the fuck? Freddie, what the fuck?
What?
Zach, there was an ad where it was AI. It was obviously like an AI woman, and it was for some boner pill, right? But the way it fucking started was so disturbing, and it like I watched it all the way through because it was so disturbing. It started off with like, my stepson's taught me a trick in the shower. It was fucking dirty as fuck. It was, and like you're hearing the shock in my voice, right? And you've seen what I've shown on my channel. Like, I'm fine with everything, but that was like, what the no, not here. No. Jesus.
Because of the stuff you look up, those are the apps you get.
No.
Just saying. I mean, that makes sense to me.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
You know how
On this one, on this one, I have to defend myself. No, I am not looking up how to get a boner from your. I'm not even saying that out loud. I'm not even following that. We know where I was about to go with that. Like, yeah, I'm not looking that up. Jesus.
I didn't say you looked that up. You looked up.
I heard the boobies one, and that rose me out of bed.
Oh shit, that's right. That's right. There was like 3 of them that night. Yeah. Exactly. Gorilla Biscuits, buttholes and boners. I'm renaming. What are you just doing? Just say, I want to hear the song. You don't have to plant the song in my head so that I'm going to sit here for like 30 minutes going like, well, while people are trying to talk, and then in my head I'm hearing boom, 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 and then Zach talks, and it's like, it fucking restarts the song. Like, what? Just say the song.
Play that song.
Oh, you guys want to hear that song? Okay. I've got to look it up first. Oh, wait. Zach sent me a message. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Now what'd you do?
Oh, my God, Zach. Oh, my God. I have never seen boobs that big before. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend, for sending those. Jesus Christ. Where is she from? Where'd you get this, Zach? Is this AI? They're like, good Lord. Oh, that's why she's got the wheelbarrow. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah. Thanks, Zach. Thank you for that. That's going in the old bank. Oh, shit.
Pour me a drink and clear my schedule. I'ma FaceTime with my mom tonight. These 40 minutes are essential. I'ma FaceTime with my mom tonight. I call, she answers, and her hair is wet. I say, did you just shower. She says, how'd you guess? I say, your hair is wet. She says, oh yeah. I tell my boys I need some space, yeah. I'ma FaceTime with my mom tonight. She'll hold her iPhone 5 no further than 6 inches from her face, yeah. I'ma FaceTime with my mom tonight. She says, oh look who's here. Say hi to Dad. He says, how you doing? But I say I'm not so bad. And that's the deepest talk we've ever had. Watching as she looks for her glasses. I'ma FaceTime with my mom tonight. She'll tell me all about the season 6 finale of The Blacklist. I'ma FaceTime with my mom tonight. My mother's covering her camera with her thumb. I'll waste my time FaceTiming with my mom. My mother's covering her camera with her thumb. I'll waste my time FaceTiming with my mom. My mother's covering her camera with her thumb. I'll waste my time FaceTiming with my mom. My mother's covering her camera with her thumb. I'll waste my time FaceTiming with my mom.
All right. Yes. Let's give me a second to do this.
Kind of sad that that's the deepest conversation he's had with his dad.
Oh, there's some sadder ones too on that. There's yeah, which we're gonna get into because, ladies and gentlemen, we're shutting down the quality part simply because I don't want that channel to disappear. So if you were on called Weldy, whatever the fuck it's called, that terrible, that awful name from like 18 years ago that I can't change now.
Hold on, sir.
And we're gonna move it to the Call D show. I think Miss Nicole dropped the Miss Sweet Nicole dropped the Sweet Live.
Well,
I
where
do
am I now?
want to check something real quick because apparently I was able to, supposedly I'm able to do redirects now. So let me see if I can do this. Because YouTube contacted me and they said, hey boy, we need you to take some pictures of your face before we can give you that feature. And I went, all right, YouTube. So I took some pictures of my face, and hey, guess what? Apparently they haven't fixed it yet. So yeah. And hello, Mr. Killer Kyle. We are moving to the Caldy show. I want
Isn't that where
everybody.
I'm at?
It probably is. It probably is. But I'm repeating this a couple of times because
Okay, but
I
that's what you
always
did to me the other night and really messed me up. I
yeah.
was lost for like 15 minutes.
For some reason it messes everybody up. All you have to do is remember which channel you clicked on in the beginning, and you will not be confused about this, ladies and gentlemen. So what, Brady?
my son is trying to say hi to you guys real fast. Say hi.
Oh, do it. Do it.
He can't hear you guys, but he can say hi, Caldy. Say it again, louder. Hi, Caldy. Say hi, Nicole. Hi, Nicole. Say, who else did we say? Hi, Moose Man. Hi, Roddy. Hi, everybody. Love you all.
Oh, little man, we love you too. We love you too. We love you too, my friend.
They said hi. Okay. Say bye. Bye. Say have a good night.
It's adorable, Brady.
He's pretty cute.
Yeah, it's absolutely adorable. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me put this in chat. Just one last time.
So I see the Batman cat on the top right corner. That means I'm in the wrong one, right? That means I have to get out.
No, that's the Batman cat.
Yeah.
Batman
don't I need
cat's
the other
always
cat?
up there.
Oh, never mind then.
How is this so confusing?
Because I don't
How-
look at the names. I just click on the one that says
Told you,
like.
dork. Only Rome is modded on number 2.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
I-
Okay. Well, listen, nerd. I didn't realize that I'm not in